Hey guys, Bad Infos here and welcome to episode 100 of the Mayhem Challenge series. An interactive series started in March 2017 thanks to Mr. OHKO and the Marcin. Well, 3.5 years later it's still going strong. But what is it? What do you do? Well, in short, you guys think of a challenge in any GTA game you like, you submit it in the comment sections. If I like your submission, I complete it in a video and give you full credit. It's a fantastic way for me to connect with you wonderful people and vice versa. Episode 50 was a huge celebration because it was a milestone. But what should I do for episode 100? I decided to make this the hardest episode to record, to include many games, not only one, but most importantly to honor the most active and thoughtful people of my audience. This will be a tribute to the people who have had a submission before, which was amazing, who are very active in my comment sections, and who have other incredible submissions too. It's a way for me to give a huge thank you to you guys, and to encourage others to be just like you and submit incredible stuff as well. The games included in today's video are GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4 and GTA 5. But why only 5 games as opposed to the 10 we had in episode 50? Well, because these are the only games which have an OHKO mod. Oh yeah, you heard me right. I'll have 1 hit point throughout the whole video in all the games. Whatever hits me, shoots me, bumps into me, looks at me funny or whatever, I instantly get wasted, making it the hardest challenge video I have ever recorded. For GTA 3 we have Andy Toskovic. Andy has 18 submissions total, all amazing and unique. He is actually the person who has spread his wings the most and who has suggested a challenge in almost all GTA games ever made, even on ones I have never played before. This tells you that we'll see him again in the future when I start covering the 2D GTA games as well. Apart from that, Andy honestly is one of, if not even my favorite viewer. He is always helpful, always has something nice to say. He is even critical of me when necessary and I really appreciate that. He has always been real with me and I have always looked forward to reading his comments. Then for GTA Vice City we have Joshua Frost. And how can I not choose Vice City? He has 9 whole submissions in that game alone. I gotta say, choosing one was really difficult because each one is unique, interesting, well thought out and really fun. That's the thing with Joshua. I have always admired his creativity. The things he suggests are top notch and there's not a single challenge I would call bad. And now comes San Andreas, and who I have chosen for it is Adisha Sharma. Eddie has 8 submissions total and honestly they're a mixed bag. Some are questionable in quality but others are really cool and creative. Like for instance, the one I have chosen was specifically suggested for an OHKO mod in mind, and that shows. Adi is a very active viewer, constantly posting on Twitter how much he enjoys my videos, giving me suggestions and apologizing for not being very active. I always facepalm because he is one of the most active ones out there, just like Andy. And guys, here comes the big boy for GTA 4, Balapurni Ramalingam. Trust me when I say big boy, guys. Balapurni is giant. Why do I say that? Well, he has 24 submissions, but each and every one is enormous. They range from 20 steps to 40 steps. What's funny is that they're really well balanced throughout. Not a single challenge is impossible. It makes me feel that he actually tries out each challenge he posts. That's really admirable because doing them all would have taken him 100 hours, most likely. And last but not least is GTA 5. For this game I have chosen the one and only Max Robinson. Oh yeah, you have heard his name quite quite a lot this year, haven't you? Indeed you have, because he's a Patreon supporter who has pledged $94 total directly to me just because he enjoys what I do. This is insane and I'm really grateful for that, but also for his commitment to my channel. He isn't very active, but when he comments I make sure to read and respond because he's very helpful. Not only that, but his submissions are also top notch, only 7 total, but they're 7 good ones. Alright then, enough ass kissing, sorry for a huge intro, but I wanted to introduce you to these awesome people. So guys, without further ado, let's begin with GTA 3! Hello and welcome guys to the first challenge on GTA 3. Let's begin the Mayhem. It starts pretty easy, this one, but it gradually becomes really difficult when the 5 stars appear. So we have Andy first. Andy is an awesome person, like every single person included in this video, so let's do some stuff. Okay, first of all I have 1 hit point. Remember guys, for each game I have 1 hit point, which means I cannot get damaged from anything. And yes, every single game has an OHKO mod, and I strongly suggest you play with these mods because they are insanely difficult. And they give you a nice challenge. If you have already beaten the games, I suggest doing this again. But with the OHKO mod, just make a new playthrough with it and see how many times you can die. I have actually completed GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas with the OHKO mod, and in the future, actually not GTA 3, no, GTA Vice City and San Andreas only, yeah. So in the future I'll do GTA 3 probably, GTA 4 probably, maybe GTA 5. Oh, I don't know how bad that's gonna go because the GTA 4 challenge took me 49 attempts. So I don't know how bad that's gonna go, but we shall see. So far I'm doing good. As you can see, there's not much getting out of cars. And in GTA 3, if you're in a car, if they shoot you, they actually shoot the car. But in GTA 4, for instance, they shoot you. And GTA 5 too. So you can imagine how difficult GTA 4 and GTA 5 were. But I managed to do it. This took me, I would say, 2 weeks to complete all of these. I was expecting more, honestly, but no, 2 consistent weeks, and I was done. I just have to voice it and upload it to you guys, and you can love me. Watch it and love me afterwards. Please, love me. Anyway, we have to go to this island. And of course, none of these, except for GTA San Andreas, were suggested for OHKO. They were all suggested for a regular gameplay. And that's why I had to change some things in the future challenges to make them possible, because they would have been impossible with OHKO. So I did some changes. I don't think I changed anything here. Did it change anything? I don't think so. No. We shall see. I don't think I did, but we shall see. GTA 3 was pretty tame. Also, the challenges I love the most were in GTA 3 and Vice City. GTA San Andreas was the easiest one. I think, yeah, it was the easiest one, even though it took me more than some other games. But, woohoo, look at that! Nice! Okay. Nice bump, buddy. So I have to make sure this survives, or I can actually change to a different one, and I am gonna change because this cannot survive at 5 stars. But I tried to survive as long with this vehicle as I possibly can, and I'm doing a good job. In other attempts I basically lost it at this point, but no, not this time. This time I'm doing good, very good. Also, I got really lucky with this bridge. In other attempts the bridge was up and I had to wait as people were crashing into me, exploding my vehicle. Not good, game, not good. Okay, so what I have to do is get a 5 stars, and I have to go to Wichita Gardens and kill some hoods. What I did in some previous attempts, I stayed in Shoreside, in Stoughton Island, and I killed people there. Got the 5 stars and then came here. But why not get 5 stars as I am going here? Why not? Because if I have 5 stars, it's gonna be more difficult to get to this point. So on the way to here, to this island, I decided to get the stars, yeah, to get 5 stars. It's easier this way, but that doesn't mean that it's easy, it means it's easier, so I had to watch out. And guys, I'm still with this vehicle, still, I haven't lost it yet, which is bizarre. In previous attempts I lost it pretty much immediately because they constantly crashed into me, shot me, like this, crashed into me. I lost all my doors. There's no hood, there's no doors, there's no trunk, no bumpers, I have nothing, I tell you. So the hardest part is not yet here, guys. When I get the 5... Oh, I gosh, I got the 5 stars. After I got the 5 stars, and after I got on foot, because I'm gonna go on foot, I have to get a different cartel cruiser. I have to use that cartel cruiser. After I did that, it became insane. I love this challenge. This is exactly what I want. And even if I don't have the OHKO mod, this is insane. Insane! Even without the mod. In some games it makes a difference, but in this game it doesn't actually. It doesn't make a difference. Also, I saw these guys and I said, screw you guys, I'm going home. So what happens in GTA 3, if you don't know, if you see a bunch of people, FBI cars, and a few people spawn from the cars, if you turn around and go back, these guys are gone. Which is exactly what happened. So okay, I have to kill 10 guys as 5 officers are chasing me. Wow, guys. 5 stars. And bam, I dodged this bullet, guys, I dodged it. My heart was racing, I was screaming at the screen, spawn, 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 come on, spawn. And not many people spawned, unfortunately. But trust me when I say I did this challenge and you're watching a completed attempt. No fails here. And I'm actually surprised that this video... Oh yeah, this was the best part. This was the best part. How didn't I die? How didn't I flip or fall in the water? I have no idea. How this guy flew? Okay. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, this video is only about an hour and something long. I was expecting it to be 2 hours. But, because episode 50 was also... Run away! Episode 50 was also an hour and something, so I was expecting this to be longer because the challenges are longer, and also this is the hardest step, guys. This is the hardest step. Okay, so look at this. I gotta get 2 stars. And I also have to get a vehicle because I can't do anything without a vehicle, but I didn't leave anything here. How could I do that? I didn't leave a single car. So what I had to do is go right over here and steal this vehicle. Also, I have no idea how this guy did not shoot me and kill me, but he didn't. So, the unfortunate thing is that this starts a mission, but my thought process was I'll get into it, start the mission and cancel it. Unfortunately, you cannot cancel this mission. So you might say, hey Bad Infos, you cheater, you got rid of your stars. Challenge disqualified. But no. Do you know what happens? If you get in the vehicle, you lose the stars as you're doing the challenge. If you get in this vehicle specifically, you start the mission and you lose the stars. But after you cancel the mission or the mission just ends, you get your stars back. Look at that! You get your stars back. In the gameplay, in the video game, I did not actually notice that. I didn't notice my stars were back. I just saw them after I shot the car, but I didn't know this was possible. But it is. I learned something new, guys. Still, how many is it? 20? Is it 20 years? Yeah, I think it's 19 years, I think. After its release, I learned something new about this game. It's crazy, guys. I still learn new stuff about GTA Vice City, San Andreas 3. I still learn new stuff. It's bizarre. These games are amazing. There's so many hidden secrets. So I took a Banshee, and as you can see, it's not gonna be an issue anymore because I'm a pro at the Dodo. At least I think I'm a pro. I say I'm a pro, but there's people who are probably better than I am. But I know how to handle the Dodo pretty well, and also as you can see, in a vehicle I take no damage. I mean, Claude takes no damage, so I'll be pretty safe. The hardest step is complete, guys. I can now breathe and relax. And not relax entirely because I can still get screwed over by some people. Like this person behind me, who could have flipped me, I could have got set on fire. It's still not over, guys. It's still not over. My heart was still racing. I was worried still. I could have still died. But I didn't. I'm super happy, super satisfied with this attempt. I'm so happy. So happy. Andy, I hope you're happy too. To see me suffer from your actions. How could you? So Andy has submissions on all GTA games pretty much. He doesn't submit anything on GTA 4, but he does have submissions on GTA 2, Chinatown Wars, that other advanced game, what else? Pretty much on anything else he has submissions, so Andy, you're gonna see him in the future. Once again. Oh dude, why didn't you go under the bridge? You should have gone under the bridge. That would have been cool. So, I just have to land in the... I was gonna say dome, not dome, but stadium. And that ends the challenge. So guys, first challenge with an OHKO mode. Remember, this was an OHKO challenge, which made it much harder. Is complete! I flew for 36 seconds, and I also want to give you a bonus here. Just watch this. Watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do. So a helicopter is chasing me. He could shoot me at any moment, but I said, you know what, let's play chicken with the helicopter. Let's actually shoot him without even seeing where he is. And guess what? I shot him without even looking. Aha, he could have shot me, but he didn't. That was awesome, guys. First challenge by Andy Toskovic is complete. Let's up. Cloud is falling, and he took damage. He did, but the challenge is over anyway, so first challenge complete. Let's move on to GTA Vice City. Well, hello my people, and welcome to the city of Vice City. That sounds kinda weird, but welcome to Vice City, guys, my favorite challenge in the whole video. It is so incredible, guys. Joshua, you did a fantastic job, and I can say that for all your 9 submissions. Yes, 9 whole submissions on this game specifically. He has many submissions in San Andreas, he has in other games, and the weird thing is that each one is unique, each one can be done, each one is so different from one another that I would be okay with doing any of these, and any of them would be my favorite most likely. I haven't tried every single one, of course. I just did this because it sounded so amazing, and it was so amazing. So unique. Like, nobody has, I don't think so at least, has ever suggested me to go on the roof of the terminal and do some stuff there. They may have done it. I mean, you can be super unique, of course. I drive on this street in this challenge, I have driven on this street on a different challenge, so it can be extremely unique. It has to have some similarities between different challenges, but it's very cool. I enjoyed it a lot, and This challenge, even the first one, is kinda difficult because you don't know if the military guys are gonna spawn behind you and instantly kill you, because remember, I have one hit point, guys. One hit point. And this time actually nobody spawned. Nobody, I didn't see anybody. Did you guys see anybody? In the previous attempts, lots of military guys spawned like these guys. You saw them on the right, they spawned after he got out, but in previous attempts they spawned beforehand, and luckily and weirdly nobody actually shot me in any of the attempts. I have, how much was it, 8 attempts maybe? I think so. But yeah, I was very lucky with that part, but in different parts I was not so lucky. And also, even though this challenge took like 8 attempts, I wanna say, I said it in the beginning, but I think it's 8 attempts. So each attempt takes me like 15 minutes, so you can imagine how long this took me. And also, look at a stunt! Nice wheelie, bro. I can't do a wheelie in a car, but you managed to do it. Good job, bro, good job. I'm just playing with the cannon here, as you can see. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Is actually that song from the 80s? It actually fits this game. So, very cool challenge, a very cool challenge. You can't pop my tires, buddies. Keep trying though, keep trying. Okay, this step is also difficult because I have to get out. I made sure to kill this guy because he would have shot me easily, because I was right next to him. So in previous attempts, what I did here was I jumped off the window. This was a very bad idea because you flip and you have to go away and come back afterwards to get a new car. And you gotta be on foot because when it flips you have to get out of the vehicle. After you get out, what happens? They shoot you! And when they shoot you, what happens? You die! Not good, not good. So I was not expecting this challenge to be my favorite challenge. I was expecting San Andreas to be my favorite challenge, or even GTA 3, because the physics in Vice City are amazing, sure. But out of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas, I prefer the physics of GTA 3 and San Andreas, not for Vice City. But it's so well structured, so well thought out, and actually Joshua tests out his challenges. He told me this years ago. He actually tests out his challenges. He has, how many was it, 20 something, 22, 24, and if he tested out all of his challenges, at least once even, it would have taken him like 10 hours maybe to test out all his challenges, guys. So this guy is dedicated. He's also pretty cool. I messaged him after I completed the challenge. I said, hey, I completed the challenge, woohoo! And he was like, hey, congratulations, dude, good job, awesome. So, he's a cool dude, he congratulated me, so he saw that, he's still active, even though he doesn't comment much. He hasn't commented in 2-3 months, but he's still active. As soon as I messaged him, he was like, hey, good job, dude, good job. And I think I did a good job, because this challenge was difficult, even though again it took me a few attempts. Each attempt was huge. I made sure to speed this up, because here I have to wait for a helicopter. This is the only step which I don't like. I have to destroy a police helicopter. Police helicopters could take forever to spawn, sometimes. And this one, actually in each attempt, each helicopter took a lot of time to spawn. In some attempts I made sure to kill the helicopter first and then get the 5 stars. But that's actually very dangerous, because if you do that, it could take a while to get the 5 stars by shooting on the street. And if you shoot on the street, through the street, a different helicopter could spawn. If you fire the rockets constantly, you can't hear the helicopter. And remember, one shot and you're dead. One shot. Also look at this. I shot a bajillion rockets at the helicopter. It did not destroy itself in some other attempts. In this attempt it did, but in some other attempts it did not destroy itself. Which is stupid. It's a bug, I guess. This time of course it didn't happen, but in some attempts it did happen. Even if I put like 10 rockets in its body, it doesn't destroy itself. But this time it was good. It was good. So what was I saying? I was saying something important. Oh no. I've been talking too much. I have to rest. My brain is all over the place. Oh yeah, this step. Do you think this is easy, guys? No, no, no. Of course, this does not differ from just the regular gameplay. But it's still 5 stars, it's still people chasing me, and I'm still trying to juke them. Look at that amazing juke job. Juke job. I juked them very good. But the next step, guys. The next step was the hardest. I gotta do 3 stunts on a bike with OHKO. One fall. One fall and you are dead. This jump right over here is also very prone to crashing. I'm very prone to crashing here because sometimes I just crash. I can't stop. If it's slippery, if it has rained, for instance, you just fall. I think I actually fell in one of my previous attempts in the water. Oh, helicopter, watch out. Gotta watch out for helicopters too. And in previous attempts I tried to do this stun jump. Okay, I did 2 stun jumps. And I tried to go on the street to a stun jump next to the police station. That was a huge mistake. This just stun jump I'm going to, even though it's very difficult, is better. Also, if you fall like that, it's fine. But even if you do, they could still shoot you, guys. It's very easy for them to shoot you. Nobody was around me. I got super lucky. But yeah, this stun jump is a bad idea usually, but it's the closest one, and I can go away from the street. I don't have to be exactly on the street. I have to be only a little bit. But yeah, if you jump at a specific moment, it's fine. If you jump a little later, you're gonna fall and you're gonna crash and you're gonna die. So that was a perfect jump. You gotta time it exactly correctly. Also the next... Oh man, each step is so cool. I love each step so much. So much could go wrong, and I got so lucky with each step. So in previous attempts, on this step, I went exactly straight to the boats. If you do that, the boats park on your boats. So in one attempt I actually failed here, on this step, like this. It actually parked on the boat itself in a previous attempt. So I made sure to go away and go back afterwards. Also, this helicopter could have actually exploded on me. It was smoking, I think. Oh man, I got so lucky in so many steps here. Holy crap! How are you alive, Tommy? Tell me your secret. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, I gotta go to Starfish Island and I gotta get rid of my stars. There was a cop right over here, guys. He could have also shot me. I could have parked on the helicopter. He could have come right next to me. He could have... Look at that. A few seconds later, he would have shot me. Also, this guy is shooting me too. I could have gotten my helicopter destroyed. Holy crap. Holy crap. Is this the best challenge ever? Like seriously, many of these are the best challenges I have ever done. And that's because of the OHKO mod. It makes things so hectic and so cool. Do you guys agree? Because I agree with myself, of course, because... of course I agree with myself. Because I said it. Okay, so I'm doing this in a helicopter. I don't have to, but it's the safest route. I could take a bike, technically, which is a bad idea. Actually, a tank would work. Yeah, tank would work very well. Could have used that. But I have to go to the place, the army barracks, I could get out of the helicopter and immediately could get killed. So this is the best. Oh yes, I came here because in Vice City Stories there's a bribe here and I was like, uh-oh, that's right, this is not Vice City Stories. Speaking of Vice City Stories, man, I wish VCS had an OHKO mod. It would be so cool to do a challenge with OHKO in VCS. But that'll actually be more dangerous than Vice City. Especially if I have to have 5 stars. 5 stars in VCS is insane. Mission failed. Oh yeah. Okay. Amazing challenge. It's actually the longest in this video. Maybe GTA 4 is longer. Yeah, I think GTA 4 is longer, but I did actually speed some things up in GTA 4, so yes. GTA 4 is longer. I did speed some things up here too, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's pretty long, a long challenge. Oh yes, and I'm also gonna upload the fails video. All the fails, they're all recorded, and I'll just upload them. And I think I'm actually gonna voice some this time. I usually don't voice fail videos, but I think it's fair. It's episode 100, you should get some fails. And also this one, I'm so disappointed in not getting this one. I made sure not to be super close to the tree, but I was scared of the cops and whatnot. Also this challenge says get 4 stars with bribes, but then it says get 2 stars. I mean get rid of 2 stars with clothes, and I had 5 stars. So I think he made a mistake here, Joshua. I should get 3 stars, 3 bribes I should say, and get rid of 2 more stars with clothes. So I think a little mistake, but it's okay, it's completely fine. Amazing challenge, Joshua. This is the end. You did a fantastic job, I'm super proud of you, dude. I'm super proud of myself because I got super lucky many times too. So let's change to this and challenge complete. Amazing submission, bro. Thank you so much. Let's move on to GTA San Andreas. Hello and welcome, guys. Smell my fort, Mr. Shooty guy, who could have shot me and could have ended the challenge right here, but all my attempts were fine. He didn't actually shoot me even once. So guys, welcome to a challenge by Aditya Sharma. I think Aditya hates me when I say Aditya, it should be Aditya. But let's call him Adi. I can't say Aditya because that sounds weird and I'm stupid. I lost my ride. Why? How could I do that? I started is this the attempt? The correct attempt? In my completed attempt, I did a stupid mistake in the beginning, which makes it more funny, but okay, whatever. So, guys, welcome to a challenge which is the easiest challenge in the whole video. But saying easiest doesn't mean easy, it means easiest. Out of all of them, this is the easiest, because even this attempt, this step here, this step right here, could go sour if you miss a single punch. If you misclick, if you move your mouse a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and if you miss a step, if he blocks, not a step but a hit, if he hits you, you're dead. One hit and you're dead. I think I failed like 3 times on this dude, which is unfortunate. Also, he's just gonna teach me here some crap. Oh, you hit with return, which is, why does it say return when it's enter?
Make sure your opponent is down and out.
And out. But yeah, this step is hard. We have more steps which are hard. Overall, it's a hard challenge, of course, because it's an OHKO challenge. And this challenge is the only specific challenge which is specifically for the OHKO mod. He made the steps specifically for this mod, which is admirable, which I'm super happy about. Oh my goodness! I started an animation. If I didn't start the animation, he would have killed me. But if you don't know about this mechanic in GTA San Andreas, if you start an animation, you don't take damage, which is perfect for me for this challenge, because in normal gameplay it doesn't matter. Hello, train. But in different scenarios in this mod it does matter, because one damage and you're dead. So good job, buddy. I'm happy with this attempt, with this challenge too. It's a good submission. You have only a few submissions, but some are good, some are really bad, because in many challenges you say go to Mount Chiliad, climb it with a bike, which pretty much everyone suggests this step, and then jump with the bike and parachute. Yeah, the pretty common challenge, but it's okay, it's okay. This one specifically is very good. I chose it because you said that I should use the OHKO mod, and also I did some changes here to make it more difficult. In his submission it says lose the stars, lose the 2 stars, but I made sure to have the 2 stars throughout the whole challenge, which makes it more difficult. I would have lost them. I have to get a homie and lose the stars right here, which would make it incredibly easy, but wow, that guy was hitching a ride. Good job, bro. But yeah, it would have made it so much easier, but I want a challenge. This is a challenge video. I'm trying to make it hard for myself, to keep you guys entertained and me entertained too, because if I didn't have cops, it would have been really easy and really boring to me, but with my changes, I think it's good. And also I did some changes for the next 2 challenges too, to make them doable actually, because the next one is impossible with OHKO mods the way it was submitted, which of course is not the fault of Balapurni. He suggested it for a regular gameplay. But yeah, did some changes to this one and the next one and the next one, but the first 2 challenges I don't think I did any changes, which was good. Oh, my homie died. Oh no. This is also the shortest challenge. It took me like 6 minutes, was it? Yeah, maybe 6 minutes, so I would not have used this challenge for a video, a separate video, because it's way too short. But that's okay again, because in a video like this, a compilation of games, it's fine. It's really fine. But if I didn't do changes, it would not have been fine, because it would have been too easy. It's okay though. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you so much for being so active. Such a cool dude. He's always apologizing for not being active in my comments, for being at school. He has schoolwork and whatnot. He's a busy boy, but he's a cool dude. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate your dedication to me. I failed the challenge actually here once, because the cops, just a cop shot me. I parachuted, landed right next to a cop, and he shot me. How unlucky was that? So guys, they have to punch me, he punched me, and challenge complete. Well, thank you guys so much. Let's move on, guys, to GTA 4. Hello Nico, and welcome to the House of Pain, the pain that is this challenge. And yes, this challenge was a pain to make. It took me 49 attempts. almost 50. It was gonna be cool if I did it in 50, but no, 49, because I'm such a pro. I didn't even reach 50. But yeah, this was the hardest challenge I did. I think it took me the longest too. Each attempt was... Actually, I failed the most at the beginning, so each attempt was like 5 minutes, because first of all I had to drive to this place to start the challenge, which took me like 2 minutes. I also ported with taxis sometimes, but yeah, each challenge, each attempt took me like 5 minutes. So let's say 50 attempts, that's 5 minutes per attempt, that's a lot of minutes. A lot of time took me. And of course some attempts took me 20 minutes, because I failed at the end, the very end a few times. So yeah guys, Balapurni is a crazy person, because all his challenges are long, from 20 to 40 attempts, to 40 steps. This one has 30 steps. Yeah, 30 whole steps, but unfortunately I had to shorten it quite a lot. I think I shortened it by 10 steps maybe, I think, to make it possible for OHKO, of course. And he has amazing submissions on all GTA games, on GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. I think he has on LCS and VCS, I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a while, but yeah, he has lots of submissions, and all his submissions are super long, 20-40 attempts. And the weird thing is that they're possible. Just saying he has 20 submissions or 9 submissions or whatever submissions doesn't mean anything if the challenges are bad, but his challenges are good. These are actually possible, all amazing, and very fun. All of them, I have tried a few just to test them out, and yes, they're all possible, even though there's so many steps. With that said though, this is his worst submission. His worst challenge out of all of them. I have read every single one, and bam. Let me squeeze your head. Like this. Squeeze! Yeah, nice. But yeah, this is his worst submission. And you might say, hey, Bad Infos, why did you choose this submission from him if it's the worst? Why didn't you choose a different submission? Well, this, from the 5 people I have chosen, he was the only person who has a submission in GTA 4, and this was his only submission in GTA 4. So I had to use this one. If I didn't have to, I would have chosen a different one, because, again, this took me forever to beat. I would say, I don't know, 5 hours at least. It could be even 10 hours, I don't know. I don't keep count of this. But yeah, each attempt took me like at least 5 minutes. I failed the most at the beginning, like on this step for instance, and so far it has been like almost 5 minutes, including the travel to the starting position, so let's say 5 minutes. But yeah, this was the hardest step here. I wouldn't say the hardest, but one of the hardest, because these guys just instantly kill you. Yeah, just like that, they instantly kill you, and you just gotta get lucky not to get shot, because remember I have 1 hit point. 1 hit point. So, even though it's the worst challenge he has, it was still amazing. And if I didn't have the OHKO mod, I would have done it exactly how he suggested. Because it is possible, and some things I had to change still. Yeah, some things like... In his challenge submission, he says, I don't know much about GTA 4, so please give me an excuse if some steps are broken, but don't change the harder steps. First of all, I did change the harder steps because, again, OHKO, it's impossible with OHKO, all of this. And second of all, he did make some mistakes. For the Annihilator doesn't have rockets. And he suggested the use of rockets, and I had to change that step to just, it says, use the machine gun to destroy a car, use the rockets to destroy a chopper. This is not the Ballad of Gay Tony. In that game we do have rockets, but in this game we don't. So I changed it to use the machine gun to destroy a car and the chopper. Yep, and some other small changes, like I had to shoot 8 pigeons, but I didn't shoot 8 pigeons, because this is a 100% save game, and he said start a new game and do it that way. Just basically start a new game and start the challenge afterwards, but I did change that too, because I did want some some weapons, some good weapons, because without these weapons and with OHKO it would be impossible. So yes, that was changed too. And a few other things. Small things to be exact. And again, this, I think it's possible. Honestly, I think it's possible without OHKO. I guess you guys can try it yourselves. I'm not gonna try it because I have spent enough time on this challenge alone. This is actually the second challenge I completed. I think I started backwards, honestly. I did GTA 5, I did GTA 4 afterwards. I think I did GTA 3. Yeah, GTA 3 afterwards, then San Andreas, and then GTA Vice City was last. And Vice City was the best, honestly. So in ranking, let's rank these challenges. Let's do that, why not, as I'm talking out of my buttocks. First of all, I had to destroy a chopper and a police car, and a car. It doesn't have to be a police car, it doesn't have to be a police chopper. So I decided to just destroy this chopper, which I flew here with. And a random car I found in the airport. That was a police car. Again, it doesn't have to be a police car, but I did destroy a police car. It could be any car. Bam, good, good, good. This step is complete. And let's, I have to get 5 stars here. At the start, in my previous attempts, I decided to get 5 stars from a different roof. But this roof is perfect because sometimes they can shoot me, but very rarely they shoot me. I did use a different roof, and there they could shoot me very easily, and they did shoot me a few times, and I lost the challenge in that step, unfortunately. But this roof is pretty cool, because I can camp here, and they can semi-shoot me, semi-not. It's much easier for me to shoot them. But yeah, what was I saying? God damn it, I lose my train of thought so much, so often. Oh crap, I was talking about something important. I regret not remembering after I finish this video. And speaking of this video is huge. It's so huge! I was expecting it to be even bigger, 2 hours at least. But we have only 6 games. Not 6, even 5 games. Yeah, we have only 5 games, guys. And guys, I could have easily chosen 5 more people, because 5 more people are also awesome. If you don't see your name in this video, don't be sad. You're still an awesome person if you did suggest lots of stuff. And these things were amazing submissions. Because yes, I do have many people who are amazing at submitting challenges. I'm not gonna name people because I'm gonna still forget a few, and the people I forget are gonna be very sad. And that was an awesome kill. I did die a few times on this step, and you'll see a few bullets. I think you saw one right now going around my head. And since I used a different roof before, there were lots more coming my way. And also here in GTA 4, okay, in the previous games, like in the GTA Vice Series challenge, I had a problem with helicopters not spawning quick enough. But in GTA 4 they do spawn quite often, which is also a problem because I'm trying to stay alive here. I don't want any more helicopters, I just want people to spawn on the street. And helicopters, when they spawn, they start shooting you. Pretty quickly in this game, actually. Okay, here we go, 5 stars. Go, 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 go. If I had to use a new save game, I had to use the first safe house in Broker. And lose the cops that way, or just take a random car, use spam spray, open. At the beginning, I don't even know that, so this challenge... Okay, so this challenge would be harder if I did it the normal way without OHKO than it is with OHKO and shortened. So yeah. Okay, so I have to shoot the helicopter. Again, lots of changes are made. Have to shoot the helicopter. destroy the annihilator. I have to shoot 8 pigeons here, but no, it's a 100% save game, so no pigeons are present. This is actually from my walkthrough, I think. I have to spawn a helicopter again, and I have to get 6 stars. With a cheat. So I don't think I can actually get stars if I'm in a helicopter. Even if I should. Can I? I probably can, honestly, but 6 stars? I don't think I can survive that much. So I did use a cheat for this. Hope you don't mind. And after I did use the cheat, I decided to lose the stars. I don't think he wants me to lose the stars here, but I did lose the stars. I did try actually a different thing here. I didn't go to the safe house, but I called Kiki, because she can actually get me out of trouble. Sometimes, when she wants to. Yep, you heard her right, she does not wanna help me. I think she helps me if I have 4 stars. So I went to that house and I saw the abundance of police officers there, so I decided to land right over here again. And save the game at the same spot. I hope you don't mind, Balapurni. And I hope you don't mind, audience. You may say I'm cheesing this challenge too much, but guys, trust me, 49 attempts. You would also wanna cheese a few things in this challenge. And even though I did cheese the majority of it, it was still the hardest challenge I have ever done, maybe? Huh. That's a good point, it may be actually the hardest challenge I have ever done, this one. Even with my changes. So, yeah, I'm super happy with this submission, with this attempt I had, and was ecstatic when I did complete it. And GTA 5 was also very difficult, actually, even though it's a challenge which is much different than the rest of the challenges. You'll see when I get there, but that challenge is actually pretty unique. I did stuff in that challenge which I have never done before. In different challenges. Which applies to actually pretty much every challenge, but that one is extremely unique. But we'll talk about that later, once I get to GTA 5. Oh, why didn't I speed this up? I'm stupid! I should have sped this up, I'm prolonging the end. It's okay. I just forgot, I guess, because I'm just flying. Okay, whatever, have to go to here, and I think he wants me to get 6 stars, to have 6 stars here, but is that possible? To land in the water, to swim out of the water, and travel to the Statue of Liberty at 6 stars with OHKO? I don't think so. One helicopter spawn, which does happen quite often, and I'm dead. I can't shoot it fast enough. First of all, I don't have enough rockets. Second of all, cops also spawn on the street. On the ground, I should say. They spawn. So they will be shooting me from 2 different locations. On the helicopter we have 4 people shooting at me. It's also an annihilator. Good spawn, nice spawn, bro. Good job. So here I have to spawn a helicopter with a cheat, and I have to go to the 3rd floor of the statue and visit the heart room. If you want to do that, you have to jump off the helicopter, and jumping off the helicopter does damage you, so I cannot do this step. And I have to die afterwards. So the way I died was, I just wanted to show you how it's impossible, so I did die the way he wants me to do it. I can't explain it. Basically, I tried to do that step, knowing that I would die. So I did it in a bit of a different way, just crashing into it and hoping that the helicopter lands properly, which of course it is not gonna do. I knew that, but I did decide to show you guys that it is impossible. So let's destroy the helicopter. like so. Crashy crashy, spinny spinny, and destroyed. I could have potentially gotten out and gotten super lucky and do the challenge, but no, chances are I would have not done it. So guys, this was it for this challenge submission by Malapurni Ramalingam on GTA 4. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you're not mad at me for shortening it too much and chasing a few steps, but it had to be done to make it possible. Alright, let's move on to GTA 5. Hello guys, and welcome Michael to GTA 5. I chose Michael because of no reason. I could have chosen anybody, but with Franklin's would have been much easier and I didn't want that. This challenge took me 26 attempts, and just looking at the challenge, watching the whole challenge, you would not believe it took me this many attempts. By all means, this should have taken me 1 attempt, or let's say 3 attempts, or max 5, but it took me a lot longer. Max Robinson did a fantastic job defreshing, I can't say that word, defreshing this challenge, I can't speak today, from the rest. Because the main focus of this challenge is not the police system. Sure, we're still gonna get 4 stars, we still have to escape from the police, we still have to shoot some cop cars and kill some officers and whatnot. But the main focus is not that. It is flying. I'm gonna say from now. A huge portion of this video, of this challenge, is flying and sailing. And this is why you may hate this challenge. For these 2 reasons, because the main focus is not the police. Again, the police is the most important thing in a Mayhem challenge, the best thing in Mayhem challenges. This is why I do these Mayhem challenges, to screw with the police system in these games. But in this challenge I'm not really gonna do that much, just a little bit. And you may hate this challenge because of that. I, however, love this challenge because it's something different. I love different. I love unique challenges, and this one is very unique because it gives me lots of freedom. So much freedom. For instance, I have to fly underneath 5 bridges upside down. You know my stance on flying, right? I hate flying in GTA 5 specifically. I love it in pretty much every single GTA game, even in GTA 3 I love it. But here I do hate flying, especially upside down in a plane. So much, but it gives me so much freedom in how I wanna do stuff. I gotta fly underneath 5 bridges. This one always gave me trouble, I failed so many times here. I could have gone under the next one too, but I said, screw that, no, it's too dangerous. I did fail 3 times on that specific bridge, maybe. But yeah, there's gonna be lots of fails on this one. This took me the 2nd longest, and you would not believe me when I say this. Yes, because many of you are pro flyers. I'm not a pro flyer, guys. I suck at flying, as you'll see. But I do manage to do this challenge, don't worry. And also, it says fly underneath 5 bridges, but I flew under 8, maybe 9, lots of bridges, because it was a nice row here. I did choose different ones in the first attempts of this challenge, but this worked out pretty well, so I went with these. And there's a very boring step later on, which is my fault. It's my fault, it's the boring step. Okay, so this challenge, let me talk about some things. First of all, let me talk about this. So much to talk about. Knife flights. I'm not sure what exactly knife flights are, so I made sure to fly under between like 5 sets of buildings, just to make sure that I did complete knife flights, because it doesn't actually say that you did do a knife flight. Even if you do it correctly in the exact spot, it doesn't say, oh, you did complete it again. So I just flew underneath a lot, and I'm gonna continue. So okay, this challenge I did have to change quite a bit. Actually 1 step which actually changed the whole challenge for the worst. There's a huge emphasis on police in this challenge. However, the way to get the police after you, you have to enter the army base and you have to steal a tank. stealing a tank without an OHKO mod is bad enough. It is insanely difficult. I have done it, I have tried it many times, and it works like 5% of the time, and doing all of this just to get a chance of taking a tank is nuts. However, if you add OHKO to the mix, it is impossible. It is, I'm gonna say it flat out, it is impossible because you have to get off your vehicle and you have to steal the tank. So, if you're ever gonna suggest challenges which involve stealing a tank, I'm not gonna do it. I have done it before. It took me like 30 attempts maybe for one try, and doing all of this beforehand, which is very difficult. The flying specifically is very difficult. Just to get a chance to steal a tank is not my idea of fun. So what I decided to do is remove that step. Even if I didn't have the OHKO mod installed, I would still not do that step. Because I hate that step, I have done it before, it was a nightmare. So, remove that step, and that changed the whole flow of the challenge, because you have to, for instance, let me see, what did it exactly say? Go to Fort Zancuro and steal a Rhino tank. Destroy at least 5 military vehicles using a tank. I'll do that, but with police vehicles. I'll destroy 5 police vehicles. I have to escape from the army base. I have to fly also underneath the bridge, the tunnel I should say, in the tunnel of Fort Zancuro, and immediately afterwards steal a tank from there. I didn't have to fly all the way here, so that's lots of travel time which I would have avoided, and alleviate a bit of the boredom, because it gets boring just flying for no reason. So it would have been much better if I did stick to these rules, because I'll be much closer to different steps and I wouldn't have to travel much and you would not get bored and whatnot. So I made the challenge a little bit boring to watch, not to do, because it was very fun to do. I hope you don't mind, Max Robinson, I did mention this to you. You didn't seem to mind, but if you watch the video you may mind now, I don't know. But guys, just for you, don't suggest challenges in which I have to steal a tank. Do not do that. Because I hate it. Just say you steal it, get it from your the hangar. Yeah, get it from the hangar, which is exactly what I did. Instead of stealing it from the army base, I did steal it from here. And again, even if you have the best vehicle ever, with so much armor, the max armor and whatnot, just one shot from a stupid tank and you're done. And even if you park right next to a tank, the tank is gonna try to escape from you. As it's escaping, it's also shooting you. And even if you have armor, it's still gonna shoot you, it's still gonna kill you. There's of course a different way of stealing tanks. Actually, I should make a video on that. I did have a challenge in which I did steal a tank. Actually, I think it was in episode 50. Oh yeah, episode 50, I did actually steal a tank from there. And I should make a dedicated video on that. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I should. But anyway, I did steal a tank from there. It is definitely possible, just insanely hard. Or exploity, if you want to use my method. So yeah, I did some changes and I hope you don't mind, Mr. Max Robinson. You have heard his name so many times in the last year and a half? Yeah. So how much is that? Maybe 300 times you have heard it, because I say it in every single video at the end, because he's a Patreon supporter. And you're gonna still hear it at the end of the video again, when I thank my patrons. But yeah guys, this video took maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks to do all the challenges and a whole week to record and edit, because editing also takes a lot of time, especially the stupid little text you see on the top. Takes forever to add to the video to sync it to the proper challenge and add the sounds, the tick, the ping or ding sound too. So yeah, it took forever to record. I'm super happy with the result. I'm so happy with every single person, how they approached the challenges, how many of them were unique, especially this one, because this one is super unique. Of course, you see, we have police, of course. But also, the stupid tanks in this game, why are they so fragile? From the airport, if you start getting your stars, once you reach this point, you can't actually reach this point because you would be dead. It would destroy the tank. They're so fragile. A few shots from a helicopter or from a police car and you're done, guys. You're so done. I hate tanks in this game. In GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, whatever, LCS, VCS, they're so good, even in the Battle of Gate Tony. What was it called in there? The things which does the shooty. And that thing, even that thing is not as fragile as these tanks. A few shots on this vehicle and you're done. I hate it. I hate it so much. But yeah, here I decided to lose the stars and then go to what was it? LMOC. And again, if I did do the tank stealing step from the army barracks, I would be closer to LMOC, very close in fact. So I didn't have to travel all the way to LMOC, which again is my fault for changing it. It's not his fault. His fault was that I would be done in that area and go right next to LMOC very quickly. But I didn't. So it's my fault for prolonging this challenge. It would have taken a lot less time, but again, I didn't want to do that tank step. I can't actually do that step. I hate that step and I did speed this up just for your pleasure. And here again, this would be a mixed bag for you guys. You may hate this challenge. I certainly did not hate this challenge. It was a nice challenge for me to do. And I love it, I love every single one. And actually let's rank it. I think I mentioned ranking it, but I forgot to do it. So my favorite one in this video was for GTA Vice City from Joshua Frost. Then is GTA, let's say GTA 3 from Andy Toskovic. Then I think GTA 5, honestly. Is that the best one? Or I can't actually decide. GTA 4 was also awesome. But the end of GTA 4 was actually kind of bad, because of the whole changing of helicopters. I don't know, guys, which one should I choose? Let's choose GTA 5, is the third best one from Max Robinson. Then San Andreas was also actually cool. Oh man, am I gonna put Balapurni's challenge last? I don't know. I can't actually decide, all of them are awesome, guys. God damn, okay. You know what, I'm gonna stop here, because I can't decide. Yeah, okay, well, this is not the worst challenge, this is a good challenge. All challenges are good, whatever, let's change the topic. So I have to steal a dinghy and go to LMOC. And the way to do that is actually very cool. I didn't actually know you could go from the ocean to LMOC in a boat. Especially in a dinghy, because the dinghy is, you know, it's kinda big too, not like in GTA San Andreas where it's super small. Here's actually pretty big, but it's very cool. So look at this. We have a bunch of waterfalls. We gotta go up the waterfalls, which is hard enough, but we also have to go in a tight squeeze, in a very tight area. And we have to take a few waterfalls. This is also something unique I have never done before. I didn't even know it was possible. I love challenges which challenge my knowledge on GTA and give me new knowledge. I never knew this was possible, so it's something new I learned. I love it so much. Look at this. Bam! I did manage to do it. And it's also a much harder one approaching it's not this waterfall. Man, GTA 5 looks so good. If we compare this to GTA 3 in the same video, oh, the improvement is huge. But I still prefer GTA 3 as a game. So I can't take the one on the right, I have to take the one on the left. And this one is so, so tight. But guys, I did manage to do it. Woohoo! So I have to have the dinghy for this challenge, because I have to dive, and if I take damage, suffocation damage, or lung capacity damage, or whatever it's called, drowning damage I should say, I'm dead. And yes, this is an OHKO mode. Even though you can see my full health, I don't actually have health. I have 1 hit point. Trust me, I did try it. There's also a button which activates it and deactivates it. I did damage myself in practice a bunch of times, so you're gonna see actually that in the fails. Because yes, I'm gonna make a fails video, I did mention that, but I'm gonna mention it anyway, again. And you can see how I failed multiple times. It's probably gonna be uploaded next week, most likely, on Tuesday. We shall see. I just gotta get a gun from here, any gun. We have armor, which I don't think I can pick up. Was that the armor? And this is the gun and challenge completed, guys. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you to all the participants in today's challenge: Andy Toskovich, Joshua Frost, Adisha Sharma, Balapurni, Ramalingam, Max Robinson as well. I hope I did complete your challenges correctly and you're not mad at me for messing some things up. Even with all my changes, I hope you're satisfied as much as I was satisfied with your amazing submissions. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around through all the 100 episodes of this Mayhem challenge series, and I hope we have at least 100 more. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and a very special thank you goes to my lovely channel members and Patreon supporters: LMP Racing, Smokio, House the Chowder, Alex Chavez, and of course Max Robinson as well. Thank you so much for the support.